So the answer to that problem 4A on page 29 of the note sheet is 1/6 minus 2. What would 1/6 minus 2 be? Negative 1 5/6? Would that work out okay? Or if you prefer, negative 11/6 if you like the improper fraction. Now I'm going to do B because it has an ln in it. Here we go. The ln doesn't change a thing about how we do it. What's the first thing you're going to want to do? This is problem B. We're going to want to add that 2. That's exactly right. What's the next thing we're going to want to do?
Divide by 3.
Divide by 3. You guys are all over this. Good work. Uh-oh. Now what? No, we don't want to do that. We got to translate this. What does ln stand for? Log base e. Okay, so if I write it that way, can you see what to do? E to the second equals x. That's exactly right. Somebody said it over here. E to the second equals x. Just like here, you said 6 to the negative first equals this. We're going to say e to the second equals this. And that's our answer. Take a look at the rest of the problems on this page. I'll do one more. Do you want me to do C, D, E, or F? Which one looks hard? Any of them, or do you think you got that under control? Which one? D? Okay, well, step 1 is easy. Everybody knows step 1, right? Divide by 5. Oops, divide by 5. What's the base here? Seems to be missing. It's 10. So can we translate this? 10 squared equals 2x. Very, very good. What's 10 squared? 100. So what's x? You are right. Very good. So much for being hard. Turn the page. Look at these big scary things. Again, not going to do them all. Pick one. Which one looks absolutely amazingly impossible? Which one? E? All right, let's look at E. This is the back side of note page 29, problem E. Okay, we'll do a couple of them. Wow. Wow. Now here's the thing. I've said this before. I'm going to say it again, probably a few more times. You can never have two logarithms on the same side of the equation. You got to combine them. You got to squish them together. These two logarithms have to be squished together into one. And when you squish them together, you don't squish them together as an add. If they are an add originally, when they get squished together, they become a what? Do you remember? Multiplication. These get squished together, but they become a multiplication problem. When you have two logarithms on one side, you have to squish them together. You have to make one. And if they are originally added, When you squish them together, they will become a times. If they were originally subtracted, when you put them together, they would be a division. Now let's FOIL this so it doesn't look that messy. What do you get when you FOIL this together? Just x squared minus 16. That's all that's left when you FOIL it. Now, do you know what to do here? I think you do. You're going to say 5 squared equals x squared minus 16. Aren't you? So 25 equals x squared minus 16. 41 equals x squared, and x equals the square root of 41. That's a lot. That's a tough problem. Let's try another one and see if we can make it make more sense. Pick one. H. Now, we have a problem over here, boys and girls. Do you see what the problem is? How many logarithms are on that side? 2. Can't do it. Got to put them together. Got to go together. And when I put those together, how will they go together this time since it's a subtraction? It'll be a division, so it'll be 3 over x. When they go together and become one logarithm, they're going to go together as a division problem. This one was a times problem because it was added. This is a division because it's subtracted. Would you look at that for a minute? What do you think?
12 is the same.
3 over x has to equal 12. Kids, this has a logarithm on both sides. It says the log of this equals the log of this. Those have to match. Now, some of you are saying, Miss Ford, you didn't do that on the last problem, and you're right, I didn't, because on the last problem, I had a logarithm on this side, but this wasn't a logarithm. So I had to translate this one. 5 to the second equals this. This is different. This says a log equals a log. I got 1/4 as my answer. Did you? Let's do one more from this page. Pick it, Paige Grimmer, one more from this page. We've done E and H already. G. G. What has to happen first? I know you guys haven't done as many of these as I have, but this makes me want to just twitch. What's wrong with this? There's 2 of them. You can't have 2 of them. You can't have 2 logarithms on the same side of the equation. You got to put them together. And when you put it together, you will put it together as a division. Why do I put it together as a division? Because that's a subtraction. Now look at it. what am I gonna do?
2x over b equals 5.
Exactly. If the log of this equals the log of this, then those two things have to be equal. So 2x equals 15 and x equals 15 halves. Do not be confused. There are two kinds of logarithm equations. There's the kind of logarithm equation that says this, and there's the kind that says this. These are the easiest. If you have a log equal to a log, that means x equals y. That means these two things are equal, period. Drop the logs out, that's it. If you only have one logarithm, then you have to translate this. 6 to the y equals x. 6 to the y equals x. Those are your two strategies. You either translate it or you drop the logs. If you have one on each side, you drop them. If you don't, you translate it. All right, let's find our practice quiz, or whatever I called that. Yeah, practice quiz from yesterday. I think with you guys, we had gotten to, what, through problem 3? Did they keep track of it yesterday?
I think that.
So hey, look at problem 4. It's kind of like what we were just talking about. An easier version of it. But this is what we were just talking about. Suzanne Fox,
Yeah.
tell me how to do this problem. We just talked about this
Smush
one.
the two logs.
And when I smush the two
You
together,
have to divide. Or no. Multiply.
it's going to be 8x, isn't it?
Yeah.
And you know it's going to be multiplied, Suzanne, because that is a plus. Okay. Now, log equals log. What does that mean? Very good, Olivia. 8x equals 5, so x equals 5/8. Practice quiz, big quiz, 30 points,
This is Friday, right?
Friday. Okay, let's look at number 5. This is kind of what we've been doing too. This was last night's homework. Divide by 3. Now, sometimes these are calculator problems and sometimes they're no calculator. This one is a no calculator problem because what can you do with 16? Change it to 2 to the 4th. As long as you can make these two numbers match, you're good to go. So Bryce, 2 to the x minus 3 equals 2 to the 4th. What do I do now?
X minus 3 equals 4.
You are right. So x equals 7? Oh, where am I? Number 6? Oh, you guys, this one looks really scary. Tyler, please pay attention, sweetheart. We have a big quiz on Friday. These questions are on it. Ideas? Madison, you got an idea? that, no, that won't work, but you're on the right track. These have to match. So what can you do with a 4 and an 8?
Oh, dude.
4 is 2 squared and 8 is 2 cubed. Right, well, we'll pick up here tomorrow. Have a great day, folks.